handy with a bow and arrow, is that right?
I am, yeah. I think 3 years was enough for me, but I brought my own little bow and arrow along today just to have a bit of a
demonstration?
Mayday practice. So,
go on then.
Paul!
Jonas, you should have got the Specsavers. I'm meant to be talking today about Martin Clue.
Yes. What? Have you pulled a bow before?
Never before in my life. It's all done by computers. What can I say?
I think you should keep practicing. See you later.
Is it on me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that, yeah. And any more of that and there'll be trouble. All right.
It was rubbish. You told us you were quite good at that bow and arrow stuff.
It was a toy. It was supposed to do. Plastic
what
thing.
It was.
It would have happened to anybody, wouldn't
it? You need the real stuff.
You'll be getting a sword out pretty soon. So, going to hear all why you're hanging up your quiver very shortly. Yeah. Thank you.
After 3 years playing hunky hero Robin Hood, actor Jonas Armstrong is about to pack up his bow and arrows. Sorry, girls, yes, and he's leaving Sherwood Forest for good, but not before he's settled an old score.
Why is he coming? He's visiting all the nobles throughout England to grease their palms.
He's trying to buy their loyalty before King Richard returns, isn't he?
Oh, he thinks it can be bought. He knows it can. He's buying the nobles and their men to seize the throne so that King Richard returns to King John's England.
Every noble he buys will bring us closer to civil war. And a war between Prince John and King Richard, it'll tear this country apart.
If he's going to buy them, he'll be carrying gold. More than a little.
Well, we stop him stealing the crown by stealing his gold.
So there you are, you're robbing the rich to feed the poor, but no more, Jonas, after 3 years. Why not?
Yeah, no more. 3 years, I think, was always the time I was going to finish with it all, you know, sign a 3-year contract. And I think for any actor to be away for that long and doing the same thing, it's the right amount of time. I think that's the kind of magic number.
Will that be the end of Robin Hood in the series?
No, I think they are planning to carry on the show, but there are certain people leaving, yeah. And me being...
Will he be regenerated like Doctor Who?
I haven't got a clue. I don't know what I don't know what they're going to do. I haven't got a clue, so I can't comment on that.
Probably.
I haven't got a clue, so I can't comment on that.
Probably. Yeah. When you say it's a long time away, because this is the series is filmed in Hungary.
Yeah, filmed in Budapest. Yeah.
And so, how long would you go away for?
We're there for between 6 and 7 months.
Right, it's a long.
So it's a long old time. I mean, you do get the odd chance to get back to see your family and that, but I mean. There's not much time off. I mean, we're there constantly, day.
It sounds like every boy's dream.
Yeah.
To be in the forest. You would love it.
No, would I love it? Me in the forest, standing, pulling bows, and doing all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
What sort of sicko do you think I am? Do you think I can actually do that on a Sunday? Oddly enough, just 2 Sundays ago, this was me. This was me. This is absolutely true.
Is that you?
Yeah. That's why I was mocking your skills down there.
Do you know, I've had I think about 15 texts since that thing happened outside. Even my mates, like Jordan, texted me.
Because it is true, you're pretty good, aren't you? After 3
yeah,
years?
I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, I'm a crack shot, but I've definitely improved. I mean, I would have been a bit of a wuss if I wasn't able to fire a bow and arrow playing Robin Hood. But you know, we were out there practicing all the time, and we did get quite accurate with them. Yeah.
And did you ever get injured? Because it's pretty dangerous stuff.
Yeah, we did. A few of us got a good few bumps. I got sent home for about 4 weeks. I cracked a metatarsal bone here in my right foot, so they had to shut down.
Injury.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney and Beckham injury. For 4 weeks I got sent home. Gordon, who plays Little John, he had an accident, and because of the way he looks with his beard and everything, he got taken to hospital in an ambulance. And the people at this Hungarian hospital, they thought he was a tramp, a vagrant, so they started putting plastic sheets in the bed because they started picking him up, honestly, from the street, yeah.
Here's what amazes me about that. How come, you know, I think the original series with Richard Green was about 1959, 1960 or so, and you think, well, you know, that idea, that concept in this computer generation era for kids will have had its day. 2009, the Robin Hood franchise, as it were, still going strong. How? Why?
Well, I think when they put the idea forward to the BBC, those questions would have been asked, and the executive producers, Foz Allen and Dominic Minghella, kind of sat in a room and managed to put together all over the walls what Robin Hood would mean in this day and age. And I think, well, they just worked out and figured out the relevance and how they would push it towards a younger generation. And I think, well, hopefully it's worked. I mean, we're still getting the views, we've still got, you know, the fans, and the show's kind of going from strength to strength. So
for you now, though, that's a difficult thing, because it means you now have to go out and try new horizons.
This is
that scary?
It is kind of daunting, but I think you have to trust yourself. You know, I mean, if I'd done another series, it would have been great, but I would have been thinking, is this the right thing for me to be doing, and should I be trying to get on and you know, get other parts on the roles? And I've been very fortunate since leaving that I've been up in Manchester doing The Street, which is written by Jimmy McGovern, which is a fantastic series.
Yeah, it's very powerful. What's your take on that? What's the story there?
I play a character called Nick, who's a young guy who goes off to fight in Afghanistan, and he comes across a situation and he gets a huge facial disfigurement, and he comes back to England. His face is completely kind of destroyed. I was in prosthetics for kind of 4 hours every morning before filming. So it was a great part to play. You know, comes back and he has troubles with alcohol and relations with his family and his girlfriend, and just kind of reintegrating himself back into the community around him. So that was fantastic to play. And the supporting cast and the whole team over there was great.
The roles, I mean, you know, being such an icon as Robin Hood, the next roles must be important.
Yeah, I mean, you have to kind of get the right thing, and I was really lucky because this, you know, came up about 10 days after me coming back, and I remember getting it going, right, you have to get that. And it was in the LWT building down there, and I just went for it. I shouted the house down when I got in there. I thought I've pushed it too far, but they went with me, so it was great.
Well, we're going to be sorry to lose you from Robin Hood, so should we have a look at a clip from you before you leave us?
Isabella. Yeah. Well, there's nothing about you that resembles your brother, is there?
There's nothing about my brother I wish to be. I hate him. I will always hate him.
Well, that's something we share then, isn't it? Hatred.
That's nothing to be proud of, is it? To share hatred?
Well, a fond farewell, Robin, and you said that was shot in Hungary. You're going to Romania this weekend.
I'm going to Romania, fly out tomorrow. I've been in London rehearsing for a film called The Glass House, which is set in Budapest, as a matter of fact, and it's about the Nazis' arrival at the end of the Second World War, and Eichmann and the SS came over, and the war was virtually lost in terms of from the German perspective, but they really pushed to round up as many Jews as they could, and they managed to send off to Auschwitz, I think, 600,000 in the space of 8 weeks. So it's about a group of resistance fighters who, you know, took their stand, a group of young Jewish men, and, you know, by various means managed to save a lot of Jews. One way they did it was...
Tell you what, mate, I look forward to that. One of my favourite films so far this year has been Valkyrie, I have to say. So good luck to that. Jonas, lovely talking to you. Thank you very much indeed. Jonas Armstrong there.